TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Then when I walked out in ECW, when they had me up there the first time I wrestled Shane Douglas. I mean, it was, I don't know whether they would admit the size of the crowd or the amount of advance or something, but some people said it was one of their bigger crowds and earliest sellout type things, and the match was a bad idea, but I can get into that later too, maybe, if you ask. But
you came to ECW too at one point. Was it 90?
95. 95. Early 95.
And you worked with Shane Douglas 2 times. What was that like? Was there any problems? I heard like rumblings that there could have been problems with you and Shane working together as far as a finish or something.
Oh no. The problem was I wrestled Shane the first time at the big crowd down to the whatever the arena is called,
ECW arena.
ECW arena, and they wanted an hour. I told the people in Miami the other night, I said, it was good for 35 minutes. The next 10 were suspect. The last 15 sucked. But this is the problem. Shane Douglas is not a heel. Okay? May want to be, but he's not. He's too handsome, looks too good, and people didn't believe him as a heel. Likewise, I'm not a babyface. Never been one. My arrogance, my natural arrogance always came through and made me a horrible babyface. So my success was being me.
Right.
Well, you got two people that are naturally not what they are. Okay? And you're wanting an hour. Well, if I couldn't be in control in the ring, which the babyface shouldn't be, then I'm at somebody else's disposal. Okay? So now you got a guy over here that's not really, doesn't have a mindset of what a heel is all about and what the focus is all about. And that's not against Shane. I mean, he just hasn't had nobody teach him at that point. Trying to get a whole hour is impossible. And besides that, I only had a week notice, and I wasn't in good enough shape to do an hour, and told him that going in, and we should have had a plan B, but we didn't.
Right.
Then I came back and wrestled Shane again, some school or something.
Yeah, North Catholic in Philly.
Yeah. And the problem was me. Okay? The problem was what they wanted from me was just to come and put Shane over. They wanted their guy beating one of the 4 Horsemen. Well, I was out on that. Put Shane over for a reason, for a rematch, for part of the program, for part of what you're doing today, not just to take away from my past and the credibility that I bring when I walk in the place. And then cover it up by having 13 guys hit the ring. I said, no, I'm not doing that. If you want me to put a guy over, I'll put him over right in the middle. I don't need 15 people running down there.
Right.
And so that's what we did. And I went out, and actually we had a good match, but I switched heel, and we had a good match, and I put him over, and it was done, and that was the end of my ECW career, and they haven't called back, and I never called them in the first place. But I mean, that's, you know, I'm not to the point where I need to be in wrestling, and I tell these independent people that now. I said, I don't need this town on my resume.
Right.
This is how much it's cost, and I will come. I will guarantee you that I'm in shape and can produce to the level that I'm capable of today.
Next week, what is it? Next Sunday you're working on.
Next Sunday's a pay-per-view.
Stanley.
Stan Lane. You know, I am not the performer that I was when I was wrestling every night. But I will be in cardiovascular shape where I can get up and down and take bumps and give the people the most amount of return on their money as I can. And that's where I'm at.
Did you still follow? I don't know if you answered last time. Who, in your opinion, would be the top 3 workers in the business that you've worked with?
The top 3 workers are the top 3 that have influenced me.
Both.
Wahoo McDaniels was probably one of them. I never worked with Jose Lothario, but he taught me, and I refereed a tremendous amount of matches that he wrestled. And he was probably as good a babyface as there ever was. He could sell, come back, and fire. He was just phenomenal. So did Wahoo. Wahoo could sell and come back. He wasn't a great wrestler, holds type thing, but Wahoo made money. Every place he ever went, he could sell and come back, and people believed him, and he was fabulous. I had great matches with Magnum TA. I had great matches with Barry Windham, and Barry Windham was one of the finest work. I've had tremendous matches with Brad Armstrong.
Right.
Brad never was a big star, but you want to just go have a match with a guy. I mean, sell and work and come back and, I mean, look good. He was great, you know. I've had great matches with Dusty. Dusty could sell and come back. I mean, just we've torn not just for 5 minutes. I'm talking 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Arn and I had some great matches with the Road Warriors. I mean, I'm listing a lot of guys,
Right. No, that's good.
but I mean, and they weren't the greatest workers in the world. And but man, I'm telling you, in a situation, of course, there wasn't too many guys that we didn't have good matches with. I mean, that's, you know, some guys were a little harder than others.
All right.
But I enjoyed my work, so I mean, I took pride in what I did.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.